Alright, in this video I'm going to be installing a lockable door handle into this pocket door. Now, I got a fairly cheap example of the lockable pocket door handle. There's much nicer ones. I found that the really nice ones are like $300 and I didn't really want to spend that much on this pocket door. Whereas the one I got was, $30 or $40 or something. Links in the description, but it looks cheap, it feels cheap, and it is cheap, but it seems to work. It didn't break on installation. And like I said, I'll throw a link to it in the description. I did get it off Amazon. It's called a Richelieu, but I think that that's an actual company out of Quebec up in Canada. And this is definitely not from there. So I think they just used the name of a better company as the name of the door handle. Anyway, I got a jigsaw, I got a drill, I got some drill bits. I picked up some new chisels for this to mortise in some of this stuff. And that's about it. Obviously some screwdrivers, some tape measures, just real basic stuff here. And I'm going to put it at the exact same height that this other door handle is at. And this is obviously just a pre-hung door, so it had a set doorknob height. I'm just going to go with that. And all I'm going to do is transcribe those measurements onto the pocket door. And then just using the tape measure and a pencil, I'm going to just mark out where I want the middle of the door handle to be on the pocket door so that it's at the exact same height as the other door. Pretty straightforward. Now in the box for the pocket door, there is a cutting guide, a little template that comes with it. You do have to cut it out of the instructions, and then it does have a center line marked on it. And now I'm going to use the template to trace out where the whole door handle is going to go. Now there are areas that indicates to use a 1-inch hole saw, so I just mark the center of those with the pencil so that when I come in with the drill with the obviously the 1-inch hole saw, I'll know where to start in the middle. And it does have some height and depth specifications on it, but if you did use the template, then you should come out in the right size anyway. But like I said, I'm going to use the hole saw. Again, it's a 1-inch, and it's just to do the top and bottom of this thing, and then I'll come in with the jigsaw and cut it out the rest of the way. For the hole saw, you don't want to punch straight through the door, otherwise you could break it out on the backside. So I go until the center drill bit piece of the hole saw starts poking out the other side, and then I come at it from the opposite direction. And again, that's just so I don't punch out the back side of the door. You may find that these hole saws clog up on you, in which case just having a screwdriver handy will be valuable so that you can push out any of the wood debris that gets stuck in the hole saw. Now I'm just going to take a jigsaw. You could cut this out with something else. I found that jigsaw was pretty straightforward to do it. And then you just slide the door handle in place. Now there's 2 screws on either side that come with it, and then you're going to need 2 additional screws. You can see where there's a hole on the right hand side here to put that additional screw in, and that just clamps everything together on the door. Now off camera I did use a Dremel, and I just rounded off the edges a little bit on the door. I found that my fitment wasn't perfect with just using the hole saw and the jigsaw, but just rounding off the edge on the door a little bit actually allowed the door handle to sit in a little bit better. So that's one little tip that's not in the instructions, but I did find, again, just using a Dremel tool with a drum sander and coming around the edge of the door just to round off the edge was helpful. Now to put the strike plate on the door frame, I just marked where the door lock would actually need to be situated, and then I took the plate, scribed out what I need to cut out with the chisels, and then I took these semi-fancy chisels that I picked up from Lee Valley so that I could carve out the area behind that plate. And that's because the door locking mechanism needs to go in behind that metal plate, and if there's wood in the way, then it just won't lock properly. Once the door frame's all chiseled out, putting on the strike plate's very easy. It just comes with 2 screws, and obviously you just put those screws in. And it's a very thin piece of metal, so it will sit fairly flush to the door frame right out of the box without any additional chiseling having to be done. So there we go, door closed, and then use the lock and it's locks in place. So pretty easy to do. And again, really cheap door lock. It seems to do the job. It's been there for a few days. I'm obviously slow doing the voiceover and editing on these videos, but so far so good with the lock. Definitely I'm not saying it's a high quality lock. I do come in the next day with some black paint so that I could paint the exposed wood, because I find that it really stands out if you have exposed wood, black hardware, and then everything's painted white. It looks kind of dumb. If you have bare wood in there that's now exposed from the chisel. And then off camera, I do come with some white paint and paint the frame again. But anyway, that's the installation process. Thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.